Assembling of helical gearbox. Clean the case and all the components with kerosene. Deburr the case properly and clean with air pressure. Place bevel wheel sub-assembly in the first stage place. Heat the bearing. Now place the heated bearing in the input shaft. Place the outer race of the bearing inside bearing housing. Now place the bearing housing on the input shaft. Similarly, put the second bearing inside the bearing housing. Now place bevel pinion sub-assembly in the bevel bore. Adjust bevel pinion and teeth with bevel wheel teeth. Now for the better contact, adjust the bevel pinion and assembly with required shims. Place the required shim in the bearing housing assembly and assemble the bevel pinion on sub-assembly. Put on the two bolts and tighten it. Put the end cover on first stage sub-assembly and tighten two opposite bolts. Similarly, put the end cover on other side. Check the gap between the case and end cover with shims. Put the required shims in the end cover and assemble it with the casing with two bolts. Apply engineering glue on the bevel wheel teeths. Rotate bevel pinion teeth on the engineering glue applied bevel wheel teeth. Check for the contact pattern. Put the key on pinion shaft for wheel sub-assembly. Place the pinion shaft in the wheel. With the help of press, apply suitable pressure to insert the wheel on pinion shaft. Heat the bearing inner race and mount it on pinion shaft. Similarly, heat the second bearing and place it on pinion shaft. The wheel shaft sub-assembly is completed. Now, place second stage sub-assembly inside the case. Similarly, adjust the end covers with the required shims. Tighten two bolts. Similarly, put end cover on the other side. Check the backlash before tightening end covers. Now put the output wheel assembly in the gear case. Check the end float with the help of filler gauge for shaft float. Check that the value is within permissible limit as mentioned in our catalog. If adjustment is required, place suitable thickness of shim in end cover. Check the end float with the help of filler gauge. Apply the sealant evenly over the case joint. Put the upper half case. Fasten the bottom bolts on all end covers and bearing housing.